Welcome back to another episode of Terry Thornberry Performance. As you guys can see, both cars are out. The little update we've done. We've got power steering lines now. So he's got complete power steering, or I got complete power steering. The gold wrapping on the pipe that we put on for the MAF and everything like that for the motor to run better, for the ECU to see what it needs to see. We also got a turbo guard, turbo blanket for my T3, Garrett turbo, keeping things nice and cool. In Jack's car, we got everything pretty much situated. All we need on his car is just the compressor side of the turbo housing. It goes into this little T where the MAF sits, and a map sensor. That's all we need for his car, so we're looking for that these last couple days to get it up and going. It starts up, it's wired up, she's all good to go. So I don't know if Jack has told you guys yet, but I know you guys are probably like, where's Jack? How come we don't hear Jack? Well, Jack, why don't you let them know, buddy? Let them know where you're at and what's going on with the TTP. Let's go.
Yep, I hear you, Terry. All right, that's beautiful. We're here in the beautiful morning of San Francisco. As you can see, we got my sister here taking me where I need to be to go pick up the next project car. So as you can see here, we got this beautiful Nissan Datsun, same thing, right? Pickup truck. We got the beautiful Z24i motor in there, as you can see, but it's not going to be lasting for very long. So like I said, we're in San Francisco. We're picking this old girl up. If you guys haven't guessed or followed on to the intro, we are 240 dual cam turbo swapping this old girl. Yes, you heard it. So the owner hit us up and wants us to go through with the work. So I'm just giving you guys a rundown on the old girl. He does have some rim for it and stuff. Interior is, I don't even know the right word for fresh, but everything is super clean. Roof liner is nice and perfect. Obviously it's got the covers on there, some rips in the seat, which is all good. Everything is good. She's fresh. Me and Terry have been waiting to do a dual cam swap on this old girl, as far as on these type of models, the earlier ones. So like I said, we're just taking her to drive down. We're just picking her up, about to drive her down, giving you guys a little insight, and it's about to be a fun drive for us. Ain't that right? Yeah. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful morning. Sun's just coming up. It's cold, ready for boost season. We're in the King cab, as you can see, driving her back home. We got this sick old school altitude gauge. Let's see if that one works. But we're just cruising, just chilling at 65. Got the 5-speed rolling. So we got about a, 11-hour drive back home. So the good old stock Z28 should make her back home. And after that, we got our drift event, and we're gonna start ripping into this thing. So you guys are gonna see it. Look at this, we got this cool ass Suzuki in front of us. Oh yeah, we already know who that is, Suzuki Trooper. All right, of course we gotta overtake it. So we're gonna go start speeding up. Hopefully it's gonna be a nice headache-free drive, and we'll just be cruising with the bruising. Got the radio on, so let's see how this turns out.
Alright, so as you guys seen, Jack is all the way out in San Francisco. He's out doing a little family trip, but not only he's doing a little family trip, he's out, you know, doing business things. He's out there with one of our customers. He's picking up one of their cars, actually one of their trucks. He liked what we do with our hard bodies, so he wanted us to take his and put our little TTP touch on it, shall I say.
All right, so definitely some video has changed since the last time we showed you this girl. The front is changed. Like I said, the motor's changed, but this is the original white king cab, the Nissan D21, the 86. So as you guys seen, me and Terry had a lot of things going on. We just didn't have the time to record it. We lost track, so we're sorry on that one, guys. But here is what now we have done. So the motor is in the ka24de-T out of a 240. We went ahead and put a bottom mount turbo on with a ISR turbo T25. So we're just running a consecutive booster around 5-7 pounds, just real low. We went ahead and mounted up the intercooler, as you can see. Got the intercooler piping all fabbed up, welded up, both sides, nice tucked. And the battery sits right there. As well, got the idler control valve. So we got that situated. We got the power steering line hooked up with the AC. As far as how we had to configure this whole situation, we're just not able to run it. It's just very tight as far as with the lines. So we have the piping still set up. He said he's gonna find something, but for right now, our main objective is to make sure the car is gonna be running, driving, and everything is gonna be super reliable when we drive it back up to San Francisco. Isn't that right?
Yep. Customer did want, you know, all the accessories bolted onto the motor and working, but unfortunately, like Jack was saying, there's just a lot of things going on right there where the AC would be. So we're gonna see if we can possibly find, you know, a smaller compressor, and then we can possibly make a bolt-on point to the block where the stock one would usually go, but obviously it would be a custom one. So if we can find that, that would be definitely a plus.
Definitely a win. So as well as you can see, I was just showing you, we got the downpipe on too. We're running into a lot of tight room as far as with the rack. Everything just fits with the bottom mount turbo. It's kind of just why we went the way we did. As well, if you guys do not know, the stock Z24i transmissions will bolt on to your ka24de-Ts. They are the same bolt configurations. So we have the interior side shifters all in the stock location, nice and good to go. And as well, we mapped up some gauge pods for him. So we've got boost gauge right there, and then the tack gauge will be on this side. We're waiting for that to come in. So we're on the final kind of stages. The drive shaft is in place. We did get that situated. Since it's a stock transmission, we didn't have to touch the drive shaft whatsoever. But we are on the final stages, like I'm rambling on. We still need to do the wiring for the ECU, obviously the whole engine harness, and we need to do the fuel pump for it. It needs a high pressure fuel pump. The stock one's just not going to be able to get the flow that we need. We got the grill cut out too. That fits, and the bumper all fits up.
Get a fuel pressure regulator so we can, you know, play with the fuel as well, because obviously stock is not gonna be good for 7 pounds, 8 pounds of boost.
Yeah, so what he's saying, just a fuel pressure regulator as well. We just need to get a new one of those, or aftermarket one, so we can bump that up. And that's kind of how we mounted up the grill. We didn't want the stock bumper, and we needed to make it easy for the piping to come up through.
We still just need a trim right here.
Yeah.
We just didn't have this 90 piece, the 90 coupling piece before, so now we do. So now we can just trim it up, just like how this side was, because we had a 90 on this side.
But everything fits nice and good. Original plan was you were going to come out through the bottom of these holes, but it just wasn't working out. We kind of weren't liking the fitting.
Because the bumper sticks out right here.
Yeah, the intercooler was a little bit thicker, so we just went ahead and ran it kind of underneath the grill, made it look somewhat sleeper. Well. As you can see, she's looking closer and closer to OEM Terry Thornberry performance style. So we got the dual cam in there. As you can see, bottom mount turbo is already on, as it's already been. Intercooler piping's all fabbed up. Look at the blowout valve situation. She's looking good. Water coolant lines are all situated. Inside, let's take a look on side. So we replaced our altitude gauge with a rev banging gauge. So we got one of those fancy doohickeys. And we got us a nice little clean, the one over there is going to be oil pressure, and the one to the right is going to be boost pressure. So just finishing up some couple little pieces on the inside, but everything's working. The fuel pump's good. Yep. She's looking good though. It's like nothing ever happened, huh? Except we just got a motor in the back.
Start this old girl up, dog.
All right, so she's on. She looks stock OEM, just with the motor in the back. Everything's all working inside. So she's
We haven't
fresh.
done the exhaust yet for her.
Yep. So it's just
But she's gonna sound stock as well.
she's open downpipe. So we're about to take her for a rip.
Yep. The reverse lights and everything still work, just like OEM. Perfect. Perfect. Beautiful. She looks stock. Got that stage 3 clutch in there. Yeah! ka24de-T in a 1986 King Cab pickup truck. Give it a little rev so they can see the tag. How is it, Thornberry?
Oh, she's good, dude.
Oh, she's good? That's it. Well, as you guys saw, pop the hood.
She's on.
Pop the hood.
Oh, she's just a stock little
Pop the hood, dog.
cab, dude.
So, as you guys see, it's just a stock King Cab. So, as you guys see, all the old stuff that we took it out, and we are not going to be putting back in the engine bay. You know, old flywheel, clutch, motor, you know, old fans, you know. Oh! It's not the single cam with the Z24!
This looks like some wrong generation gaps.
Oh! What happened?
So, like I said, it's just our first maiden voyage, our first drive. I mean, this is going to kind of be the end of this episode. Not going to give you all the little bits and pieces that we're doing. But this is basically it. I kind of showed you what we've done. If you have any questions, you know, comment below. We really try and answer them. We just get so busy with other jobs and other customers. You can see what we got going on. Other than that, this kind of concludes the next episode. You can see all the cars we have. So don't worry. They'll be all getting their episodes. Some will be leaving, some are coming, some are going faster. So like I said, this is just one of the builds. This includes the end of this D21, and next we'll be moving on to our trucks, making them bigger and better. So I hope you guys liked and enjoyed this video. Can't wait to see you guys next time. Like and subscribe, as always.